Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Joe Sands. I am the inventor of Tension Toner, and I'll tell you, I'm so excited for you guys. Tension Toner is it's an amazing product. I work out with it every workout, and I truly believe that this could get you in the best shape of your life. So whether you're looking to lose weight, you're looking to tone up, you're looking to build muscle, I mean, this could do it all for you. So what my ask of you guys is just give it all you got during these workouts. They're not going to be long. The workout today is only about 12 minutes once we get into it. But I just want to take the time beforehand to go over some of the essentials, because I think that's really important to know, kind of the fundamentals of these workouts, since they are different from anything else that we're doing. And then also, like, beyond this workout, once we get a little bit more used to it, we're only doing about a little over 20 minutes for the other workouts. So it's not a huge time investment, and you really don't need that much time to get great results. And that's the misconception, the misnomer that's out there, is that, I gotta spend an hour at the gym, I gotta spend 2 hours at the gym. That's not necessarily true. You could get amazing results and start building muscle pretty quickly if you're doing it right. And so we've employed the time under tension principles. So basically, especially with the tension that you have within the bar and keeping that separated, your muscles are under tension, they're burning a lot of calories, but you're also using your underutilized pulling muscles and your stabilizer muscles. And so if you followed us in the past, we've created videos saying how important this is. And this is the reason why there's so many injuries that are out there, especially with weight trainers. They're not, if you're doing like a straight barbell exercise, oftentimes you're not hitting those crucial stabilizer muscles, the pulling muscles. People often neglect, and then they wonder, down the road, why did I get hurt? How did I get hurt? I had perfect form. I wasn't really lifting too heavy. Or maybe you're not, you haven't lifted weights in the past, and I hear this all the time. I was reaching for something on a top cabinet, and I put my arm in a different position when I was grabbing it, and then when I was bringing it down, boom, I got injured, or I tore a rotator cuff. There's so many stories out there, and I was one of them. And so I'm excited that you guys are not only going to get super fit, but you're going to prehabilitate. And basically what that is you're working out those surrounding muscle tissues around your joints, your shoulder joints specifically, so that you don't get injured. Because that's the whole point. We want to keep you fit, keep you healthy, and keep you safe. And with that being said, we're going to start the workouts today. So basically, the one thing I want to point out before we get started is when you do the workout. So we're going to be doing a lat pull down exercise. So you're going to be keeping the bar pulled apart really tight, right? And so as I'm doing the workout, it's 60 seconds for these exercises. I don't want you to count reps. I really don't. What I want you to do is I want you to focus on pulling the bar apart, keeping it tight. And during the workout, just focus on squeezing, especially as we're coming down. You want to focus on the squeezing portion right here. And you can really get into a deep squeeze because you're pulling the bar apart. It really engages a lot of your back muscles. So that's one of the things. The second thing is, if you're finding during the workout, like let's say you're 20 seconds in, 30 seconds in, and then you got, half of that set to do, right? What I want you to do is, I want you to, if you really can't pull the bar apart anymore, I want you to keep the bar just at rest, essentially. So I want you to do the exercise, but I don't want you to pull the bar apart, okay? And so I want you to do that so that you can finish the rest of, of that particular exercise that we're doing at the moment. If you need to take a break, but that's only if you really need to take a break. So again, what I'd rather see you doing instead of taking a break is just keep the bar like that until maybe then you're gaining up, since you rested for that little bit, then you're able to finish out with pulling the bar apart for as much as you can. Again, just don't try to be perfect. We're not worried about that. All I'm concerned with is for you to pull the bar apart as tight as possible during the entire repetition. So the entire repetition, okay? So from top to bottom. And if you feel at any point that you're being slack, that you're not pulling enough, I want you to then focus and just put your mind to pulling it and completing that repetition until you can't go anymore. And then it's okay if you have to take a break or if you have to just keep the bars together, okay? Or just, I guess, not together, but at rest. You're not like pushing it together, you're just kind of keeping it as is, okay? So that's the important thing. We're gonna set up our door anchor now. So we're gonna have the door at the top over here, okay? So basically the foam piece is going over the door, you're closing the door, and then I also want you to get a mat. So get like a towel if you don't have like a cushion or a mat, whatever it is. Even a pillow, that works too, because we're gonna be going on our knees for this exercise. And so I actually highly recommend this. I have a like one of those standing mats. It's super comfortable when you're on the floor. It's unbelievable. It's like a foam memory. So yeah, what we're gonna be doing is take your resistance band, okay? So again, maybe start off a little bit lighter and then you can work your way up but I want you to get the hang of these workouts. So we're gonna take the resistance band and loop it through the number 2, okay? So we're gonna loop the resistance band through the number 2. Then we're gonna take our tension toner workout bar, and what I want you to do is, I want you to clip those, the handle attachments to the bar. And so we're gonna be having a wide grip on the bar, and so this is how you want that set up on your tension toner workout bar. Just like that, it's gonna be on the outer portion of the bar. And so remember, anytime you're working out with tension toner, and you're having like a wide grip on the bar, that's where your handle attachments are gonna be directly below your hand. So again, if I'm doing like a narrow grip bar, this is not the right way. This is definitely not the right way, because you want that weight to always be centered under your hand. So what you're gonna do, if you had the narrow grip bar, which for this exercise, we're not doing it, I'm just doing this for an example, this is the proper way to set up the handle attachment for a narrow grip exercise. But for this exercise, we're gonna be doing the wide grip, which is exactly how I have it here, okay? Once you have that done, I want you to put the handle attachments on your arm, just like this. So on your wrist, just put your hands through. And then we're gonna take the resistance bands, both ends of the resistance bands, just like I have here, and we're gonna loop it through the handle attachment, okay? And then clip it directly below the number 1. There's a D-ring directly below the number 1, and you clip it right on there. So again, the first step is you loop the resistance band through the number 2, and you take your tension toner workout bar and you have it properly clipped, the handle attachments clipped. You put your the handle attachments resting on your wrist. You grab the resistance bands, you clip it to the D-ring, and that's it. That's a double loop door anchor setup. We do this if we're on the ground so that we can get that tension all the way up at the top. So with that being said, we're gonna now go on the mat. We're gonna kneel on the mat that we have, the towel, the pillow, whatever it is that you have, so that you're not on the floor and hurting your knees. And then we're gonna grab our workout bar, okay? So we're gonna then pull the bar apart, okay? We're gonna pull it as tight as we can, as tight as possible. I can't emphasize that enough, okay? And then we're gonna start to do our workout. So we're coming down here, okay? Pulling it in toward our chest. Again, you don't have to be too far away from the door. You can be right here at the door. And what I really want you to focus on is squeezing at the bottom. Like, so as you're coming in toward your chest, you're pulling it in toward your chest. I want you to focus, again, pulling the bar apart, but really squeezing your back muscles. You're gonna feel it all in your back for this exercise. There's about 30 seconds left. And again, don't worry about counting the repetitions. I don't want you to go super fast. I don't want you to do as many as you can do in 60 seconds. What I want from you is to focus on pulling the bar apart and I want you to focus on squeezing as you're coming down and really making every repetition count. That's what I want from you. Perfect, guys. All right, so now we're gonna stand up and we're gonna start doing air squats. So I want these to be a little bit fast, but first and foremost, I want you to get acquainted with how you should do these exercises. So basically, you're coming down into a squat, okay? And you're basically, your buttocks is sticking out a little bit. You're keeping your abs straight, okay? So your midsection is straight, and you're coming down. Your knees should not overextend past your ankles. So I want you to really focus on getting into a deep squat. I'm holding my tension toner. I'm not pulling it apart. I'm just having it basically a little bit slanted so that it assists me with that workout. So again, you're gonna get better at it. It's really important to incorporate legs during your workouts, because that's half of your body that is often neglected, okay? So we don't neglect any body part here. So again, coming down and squeezing, you're squeezing as you're coming down, pulling the bar apart. Don't worry about counting the repetitions. I just want this to be a exercise right now where you're just focusing on pulling the bar apart. You're focusing on that squeeze on the way down. You have about 30 seconds left. So again, make every second count. If you're getting fatigued and you really can't pull the bar apart anymore, then I want you to just have the bar slack, and I want you to continue doing the exercise that you're doing. So you got about 10 seconds right now. Make every repetition count, and make sure if you are pulling the bar apart and that you have more gas in the tank, that you're doing it during the entire repetition, okay? Now, we're going into the leg squats, okay? So directly into the leg squats, into a squat. Air squat is what I meant to say. So we're gonna have the tension toner just assisting us. So don't worry that you're gonna fall down. This is here to make sure that doesn't happen. But I really want you to just focus on getting those legs involved, like getting those the quadriceps involved and your buttocks. So as you're coming down, just make sure you get into a deep squat, and when you come up, just extend a little bit past. You want to make sure that your knees aren't going over your ankles. So just a couple tidbits. Again, you're going to be an expert at this along the way. So don't worry if you're not getting as low as I am during these workouts right now. So now we're actually going into our second exercise. And so I'm just going to pause this right now because this is going a little bit too fast right now. So I want to make sure that I don't miss anything with you guys, okay? This is, you're new to tension toner, you're new to these workouts. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the door anchor now go from this position. So go from a wide grip position. So just how we have it right here. And now what I want you to do is, if the weight is okay for you, and you won't know this until you start working out, but you may want to do a lighter band because these are going to be more of a focus on your tricep muscles. So you're going to clip the outer carabiner. You're going to unclip that, and you're going to clip it to the D-ring that's on the inner portion of the bar, just like that. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. That's it, just one, unclip and clip. And so now, if you can see here, I have both of the handle attachments clipped to the inner portion of the bar. So when I'm doing the narrow grip bar, remember what we said, whenever I grab that portion of the bar, I want to make sure the handle attachment's right there. So either below or above my hand, okay? So again, now it's above my hand. We're doing a tricep push down on this one. And so basically what this looks like here is you're pulling the bar apart, keeping it flat and tight, that center trap flat and tight during the entire workout, and we're coming down. So you can come a little bit toward the door because we're getting a lot of tension up over here, right? So this is where you should feel the tension right about here. So that's where you want it to be. You want that tension to be right at basically where your arm's making a 90-degree angle, okay? And then you're pushing down, you're involving your triceps in this workout. And so you're coming all the way down and then up, okay? So that's basically how that exercise is gonna look when, if you want to change the resistance right now, go ahead and do that. If you also want, if let's say even the yellow band, and you're doing the yellow band double loop setup, if that's too much for you, don't worry about it. What you can do is unclip, okay? You're gonna unclip the bands, and we're gonna take the band out of the loop, the number 2 loop, and we're gonna put it in the number 1 loop, okay? So that resistance is more toward the top area of the door. And then we're gonna clip the band to the handle attachment. Okay, so this is another way to do this exercise. It's really a matter of preference. It's a matter of how much tension, if it's too much, if it's not enough, it doesn't matter. What you can do now is, again, go on the floor, kneel, right? And then we're gonna do the same exact thing. So we're gonna just keep our arms straight. We're not coming out here. So I just wanna show you just from this angle. I'm not coming out here and pressing down. I'm keeping my elbows in toward my body and pressing down, okay? So keep my elbows in toward my body and then I'm pressing down. All the while keeping the bar separated, okay? If you want to clip on extra bands, if, let's say the band that you have on the door is too light, you just loop another resistance band in there and then clip that band to the bar as well. And you could do this, I mean, as much tension as you need up there. So we're gonna do that. So for this exercise, I'm actually not gonna go on my knees. I'm gonna, cause this, the red band, actually I'll probably go with the black band. It's providing me a good amount of tension right now. And remember, for these workouts, we're only doing it twice. For weeks 3 and on, we're doing the same exercise 4 times, right? So for 4 sets, we're doing that exercise. So keep that in mind when you're doing the workouts. Today's a little bit different. It's more of getting acquainted with the workout and obviously burning calories along the way. So let's start these workouts again. So again, what I'm gonna do here is get that double loop door anchor set up, have it here, loop it through, and then clip it, and now I'm all set for my workout, okay? So keeping it flat, that center strap flat and tight, about 30 seconds left. And I just caught myself doing this here, but sometimes you have a tendency, if you're really trying to get that weight pushed down to kind of like hunch over, you want to keep a good posture, okay? And keep your back straight. And all the while that you're pulling the bar apart, you're engaging your triceps at the top of the movement all the way down through the bottom of the movement. So now we're actually gonna set this here and we're gonna do a lunge. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our right foot in front of us and we're coming down here, right? So your knees are over your ankle, or your knee is over your ankle, and you're coming down and up. All the while keeping that knee in basically like a fixed position. It can move slightly, but I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to overextend your knee. I don't want it to be like over your toes, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come down and up, down and up, down and up, just like that. And done. Shake it off. Then, after we do this set, we're gonna do the other side. we're gonna do a lunge on the left side. So grab your bar, pull, and down. And guys, remember that we're only working out right now on level 1 resistance within the bar. So there's 2 more levels. So once you pull the bar apart here, now you have more tension within the bar that you're pulling against. So realize that maybe if you need more tension, try that first before going to another band. 30 seconds left. And then again, we're gonna go into the lunge on the left side. So guys, remember, it's really about squeezing, focusing on the muscle that we're working out. But again, we're working out our triceps here, right? But we're working out our back, our rear shoulders. It's more than just triceps. So just focus on a controlled movement. All right, now we're gonna go into the lunge, okay? So again, my left leg this time, and then coming down and up, just like that. Just keeping your chest a little bit up, right? So we're not slouching down, we're not hunching over, keeping a nice posture there, coming down and up. That's awesome, guys. Good job. Let's do about less than 25 seconds left. Very good. So again, my knee is over my ankle. I don't know if you can see my feet right here in this shot, but I'm not extending past my ankle. That's what you want to think about, okay? Good job, 5 seconds. Oh, all right, shake it out. Now we're gonna go on the floor. Actually, we're gonna clip our tension toner here. And I'm actually gonna pause this for a second. Okay, so I wanna explain what's gonna happen here. So, we're gonna clip the handle attachments, actually, the same way that we had over there. So, it's gonna be in the narrow position, just like this. Just like that, okay? And so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna have my mat, just gonna shift it around because we're gonna do some ab exercises right now. All right, guys, so I want you to sit on the floor and we're gonna start for the next 3 minutes, we're gonna do ab exercises. So I want you to have your handle attachments in the narrow grip position, okay? Just like that. And I want you to put your feet, well, first of all, get some shoes. Get some shoes, because it'll be a lot more comfortable. Can you do it barefoot? Can you do it with your socks? Of course you can. Just be comfortable. If you need shoes, get shoes. I highly recommend to put those on. So get those if you don't have them right now. And then what I want you to do, once you have your shoes on, I want you to put your feet through the handle attachments. And so I'm just gonna show you from this angle. You can see that my feet are through the handle attachments and I'm pulling the bar apart, okay? So the tension toner logo that's facing you, you should be able to read that crystal clear because it should be taut, okay? The bottom one, it's gonna be a little bit bent. I don't care about that one. What I want is the logo facing you to be taut and easily, and you can read it. So once that's set up and you're doing that, then we'll get into the workout, okay? So let me get my timer up here and let's get into this workout. So what I want you to do is, again, keeping that bar separated, I want you to come up, keeping just a slight bend in your knees, and I want you to come up basically having like a 90-degree angle at your hip. So as your leg comes up, you see that? That's how far I want you to come back. If you can come back a little bit more, that's great. Just do the best you can. And so you're just coming down and up. Just focus. Focus on pulling that bar apart. Focus on your abs, that squeeze at the top of the movement, right? It's all about the squeeze, it really is. Excellent job, guys. 7 seconds left. Perfect. Now I want you to just keep your feet just the way they are, right? You can adjust it if you want to make it a little more comfortable. And now I want you to do a sit-up. Just go right into a sit-up and breathe. Excellent job, guys. Very good. And squeeze at the top of the movement. Just squeeze. Don't let these repetitions like not count. You're here, you're doing it. Make them count every single rep. Squeeze, guys. Excellent. Squeeze at the top all the way down. Making sure you're focusing on contracting those abs. Very good, guys. So about 10 seconds left. You're doing fantastic, by the way. Excellent job. We're on day one and you guys are crushing it, and it's only going to get more fluid as we go along. So now I want you to do the same thing that we did with the first ab exercise, and I want you to, instead of coming up like this with your legs straight, I want you to come in and retract your legs basically in toward your abs. You're doing a reverse, I don't know, some people call it reverse crunch, whatever you guys want to call it, but you're coming in and squeezing as you're coming up and pulling that bar apart. Don't forget it. Again, actually, my dad just he had some back issues, and the physical trainer told him he's got to start working on like his hip stabilizers, and a lot of guys don't really, they neglect that area, but it's really important. And so again, these are actually working your hip stabilizer muscles because you're pulling the bar apart as you're doing the workout. Very good, guys. Okay, so now with this, with every workout, these are our finisher workouts. There's two things we're going to be doing next. We're going to do a floor pull-up, and then we're going to just finish off with push-ups. This will increase as the weeks go on. For today, for the pull-up section, okay, and I'll show you what that looks like, we're doing 20. As soon as you finish doing those 20 pull-ups, floor pull-ups, then you're gonna go right into the push-ups, okay? If you need a little break, that's fine, but I would like you to try the best you can, and if you could go right into the push-ups and finish off with 10, then you're done for today. And this is going to be the basis moving forward. So pretty much what we did today, we did 2 of each exercises. That's going to increase. I don't want you to worry about that right now. What I just want you to worry about is getting these workouts down. I want you to, and finishing the workout. So before I talk anymore, let's finish these workouts. And what it's going to look like is this right here. So again, make sure you're comfortable. We don't want you to be uncomfortable during any movements. We're going to take the handle attachments off, okay? So both handle attachments are coming off the bar. And what I would like for you guys to do is I would like for you to pull that the end cap so that I'm going to move back into position here so you can see. So I'm just pulling this out, okay? And then I want you to pull the other side as well. All right, so now there's a lot of tension. You can feel the difference when you're pulling the bar apart. It takes a lot more effort. So I want you to do that, okay? And once you're done with that, go on your belly. Your feet could be on the floor, okay? And make sure you have enough room at the top of the movement here. And so what I want you to do is, as you're pulling that bar apart, you're coming in and you're crunching, or you're bending up. So your chest is coming a little bit off the floor as you're pulling the bar in toward your chest. And all the while, you're pulling the resistance within the bar. So you're keeping those center straps as flat and as tight as you can. So let's start. 1, 2, and again, you see how I'm coming up? I'm not just letting it come in toward my chest. I'm coming up as much as I can as I'm pulling the bar in toward my chest. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and I want you to squeeze. Remember, squeeze your back. 14, 15, 16, 17. If you have to take a break, take a break, okay? And then pick you right back up and start again. We're not finishing until we do all 20 repetitions. I don't care how long it takes. If it's gonna take an hour, it's gonna take an hour. So, I'm just kidding, it's not gonna take an hour. But you have to finish it, okay? So that's the point of the story there. Let's just finish these out here. I don't know what number I was on. I think I'm good now though. We're gonna put that down, okay? And then we're gonna go right into 10 push-ups. If you can't do 10 push-ups the standard way, which is from your feet, I want you to go on your knees. Again, have that mat so it's nice and cushioned. And I want you to come down just like that. And this is only if you can't do a standard push-up right now. You're going to, I can guarantee that. You'll do standard push-ups by the end of this program. That's a guarantee. And even pull-ups. If you have a hard time doing a pull-up, you're gonna be able to do pull-ups. So we're gonna bang 10 out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When you're doing a pull-up, remember, or a push-up, remember, back is flat, your abs are like kind of tight. You don't want them to be, that's really what's going to support you, but you want your whole body straight. So you don't want to be, come like this, or even like this. It's straight, and then your chest is coming down toward the floor, and that's how you do the push-up there. You guys are done. You're done. I know I said it's going to take 12 minutes. It definitely took longer. The reason it did, and it's not going to, going forward, is I really wanted to show you guys why we're doing the things that we're doing, first of all. It's very important. But then secondly, how to do the exercises. Because, listen, I could do this in my sleep. I could change the door anchor positions and all these different things. And I wanted to slow down just to make sure that we're all on the same page, because listen, it's new to you guys. It's the first time that you're working out with Tension Toner, and I wanted it to be a pleasant experience. I don't want you guys to get discouraged at all. I also don't want you to think, really I want you to see how effective it is. And to do that, fortunately we just have to spend a little more time up front. But going forward, the workouts are going to be, a lot less in time. If you want to, down the road, you could just pick up the printouts that we have, and you can literally just follow along, put it on your, timer on your phone, and you can do it that way. Very easy. But again, it's very important that we go over all the basics, and so that no one's left behind, and so that we're all on the same page. And more importantly, so that we can get an amazing workout going forward. So with all that being said, thank you so much for for joining me for this workout. And I can guarantee you guys, I'm just so excited because I know what these workouts will do for you. And please share your experiences with me. Share your before and after photos, because I would love to see them. I mean, when people send me just new things that they're able to do, like they're able to do a pull-up now, or they're able to, whatever it is, and they never worked before, and they've done all these different things, and it gives me a lot of pride to see that with the Tension community. So thank you guys for, again, purchasing Tension Toner, and let me know if you have any issues, any questions. I'm here for you guys. So our email is customercare@tensiontoner.com. And with that being said, we'll see you at the next workout.